Hello students and welcome to the e-learning program initiated by Shri Gyanmanjari Vidyapeeth for the students of Standard 10, in which we are going to today discuss the marks weightage and the paper pattern for the board exams that are going to be conducted this year, that is 2021. Now, because of the coronavirus pandemic, lots of changes had to be done in the paper style, paper format, and as the schools had been running the syllabus online, so lots of changes had to be done. Let us take into consideration what are the different changes that are going to happen as far as the board paper is concerned. So today we are going to discuss about the marks weightage and paper pattern. The question paper is going to be for 80 marks. 80 marks written paper, 20 marks internal. That is how it's going to be. Now, in the 80 marks question paper, we are talking about social science. Then there will be 4 sections, section A, B, C and D. So let us take an overall view of how the paper is going to be set up. Because of the pandemic, marks weightage has shifted a lot because we had chapter wise marks dedicated for particular type of questions, right? There are 2 types of questions on a broad base, that is objectives and subjective. Now, the normal pattern that was decided by the Gujarat board had 16 marks of objective and rest of the paper of 80 marks was subjective. Now, with the change in the syllabus, because we had 21 chapters complete, which were always the complete book of social science is taken for the exam. So we have complete 21 chapters normal academic year. But this year, due to pandemic, the syllabus 30% syllabus has been cut, which comes to around 33%, because actually 7 chapters have been cut from the total of 21. So now we are going to deal with 14 chapters only. So the marks weightage that's going to shift. So basically this is to explain about the marks weightage. So students, please be prepared with 2-3 things before we start. First, at least a rough book with a fresh page, pen, pencil, both of it, and plus both the material, the first term material and the second term material that has been provided to you, right? And be ready with the index page where chapter number is given, chapter name is given, and opposite page number is given. Right there in that column we have to write the marks weightage, so that whenever you are working with the material, right, you can instantly go back to the index page to see the marks weightage for that particular chapter which you are preparing, so that you can prepare it in a more better way. Now, type of questions and mark weightage, that is what we are going to discuss, right? First, question type, number of questions and marks. Now this time a new system is in place because of the change in the question paper pattern and the syllabus. Objectives, we usually do not have any options. That means for example, question number 8, if you do not want to do question number 8, then you have another option for question number 8. But in objectives, we do not have that options. So there are 24 questions and all 24 are compulsory, because each and every question carries 1 mark. So 24 objectives, and they will be carrying 24 marks, 1 mark each for each question. But that is not for section B, which has short type answers. Now In the earlier paper pattern, what we had is section B, that is from where you start your descriptive, that is 2-mark questions, right? In many of the chapters, we had an option that 2 questions are given from the same chapter, so you can attempt either one, whichever is suitable to you. Now, what has been done is general options are given rather than giving particular question options. For example, question number 3, a question is given over there, or will be given, and another question number 3 will be given. So you have an option in question number 3. Same way, again 5 or 6, somewhere there will be an option. So at the end, you have, out of the 10 questions given to you, you have 3 options, right? But a particular question will have a particular option. That is removed in this new paper style, for which will be true for this year only, for the students who are appearing in the 10th standard this year, right, 2021. So they have, the board has made the options go away, and instead of that, general options are given. That means instead of 10 questions, 12 or 13 questions will be given, so that you have a broader choice. Yes, you do not have an option which is suitable for one question only. Out of 13, 14, you have to attempt 12. So that is the meaning. So you have a broader option. Yes, if you are well acquainted with one of the chapter and you find 2 questions of that, then it becomes easier for you because you have prepared that chapter properly. Now, earlier what happened is that you did not have an option in that particular question, so you had to compulsory write that answer, and you had an option in some other question, right? So that has been removed, and that is called without general options and with general options. So that is the understanding for that. Now, objectives, we made it very clear that there will be no options in that. There will be 24 questions. All the 24 questions are compulsory, right? Now, what the board has done, that 30 marks, 30% weightage is shifted towards objectives. Objective का number बढ़ा दिया है. Yes, earlier it was just 16 marks out of 80 marks paper. Now it has been increased to 24 marks, right? So quite a lot of increase in the, and it's good for you that objectives, yeah, they are scoring, right? So objectives, you will have 24 questions of 1 mark each. That means with or without, there is no change. There will be 24. You have to answer compulsory 24. Total marks dedicated are 24. Now short type answer. There will be 9 compulsory, and a total of 12 questions will be given in short type. Short type is that 2 marks 2 marks question, yes, which we always do in the WRT, 2 marks, 3 marks, 4 marks. So it is 2 marks, 3 marks and 4 marks. Now, instead of having an option somewhere in between, that or is removed, and together 12 questions will be given. That is with general options. 12 questions are given to you. Out of that, you can select any 9 and give answer. So without general options, you have to compulsorily attempt 9 questions of 2 marks each, which has a total of 18. There is no need to write all the 12 questions. There is a broader choice. Instead of 9 questions, 10, 11, 12, 3 questions extra are given over there, so that you can have a broader choice and you can write 9 out of 12. That is the meaning of this. Yes, students, please keep on writing, right, so that it becomes easier for you to understand the paper pattern. Medium answer type. Medium answer type are those 3 mark questions, right? In 2 marks question, we write at least 4 to 5 points. In 3 marks, we at least write, minimum requirement is 9. It can go up to 10 or 11 points, right? Because we have to answer in brief, yes, not in very short. So there also you have greater choice, right? Now bigger choice. You with general options, you have 9 questions total will be in the section A हो गया, objectives B is this, and section C will be medium answer type, which will have total of 9, out of which compulsory are 6. So you have 3 questions extra, yes, from which you have a broader option. So compulsory 6, 6 3s are 18 marks are dedicated for section number section C. Now we come to long essay type. Yes, 4 mark question. Yes, 4 mark question is quite long, should at least contain 14 to 15 points, right? And here also a broader choice is given. Total marks given for long essay type are 20, but we have to remember over here that long essay type question, that is section D, 4 questions are compulsory, 1 question will be of 4 marks, so 4 4s are 16 marks. Yes, so without general option you have 4 questions of 4 marks each, plus a 5th question will be of 4 mark, that is map marking, right? So map marking is included in section D, that is the last one, where 4 marks descriptive is there, 4 questions you have to attempt, 4 4s are 16 marks, plus 5 plus the 5th question will be map marking, which also contains 4 questions of map marking. You have to mark 4 things in the map, 1 mark each, so 4 marks. So a total of 20 marks over there. Now you have map marking is compulsory, out of that, right? So if you minus that, you have still 4 questions, but 7 options are given, right? 7 options are given. That means there will be 5 compulsory plus 2. 5 compulsory are there, 4 marks question, that is 16 plus 1, that is 20, right? So you have a broader option over here also. Now this you will have to note down in your either rough book, or you can also note down in the index page, right? This is the new marks weightage for each chapter. This has changed for this year only, so it is very important for you to note down in the index of the material that has been supplied to you, right? So it is divided into term wise, so you keep ready both the index of the 2 material books that have been supplied to you. Out of that we start with history. Now chapter number 1, it has 6 marks weightage, right? What, that we'll discuss later, but please write over there what is the total. This is compulsory, that means इसमें से 6 मार्क का पूछा जाएगा फर्स्ट चैप्टर में से, right? And without general option also only 6 marks, that means both of them are same, that means this is compulsory. You do not have any option in chapter number 1 in history. Yes, that means we'll see later that suppose 2 marks 2 questions are there, right? And 2 marks objective will be there. So 2 marks 2 questions, that means 2 2s are 4, plus 2 objectives will be asked, either in fill in the blank or match the following. Yes, 1 word answer or 1 line answer, anyway in objective, but 2 objectives will be asked from chapter number 1, and 2 marks 2 questions will be asked. So that means in the entire paper chapter number 1 will have a marks weightage of 6 marks. That is not going to change, right? So chapter number 1, now with a little bit speed, please note down the marks that are given over here, and without option also you can write, so that you have a general understanding that इस चैप्टर में से ज़्यादा ऑप्शन मिलेगा, राइट? फॉर एग्जाम्पल यहाँ पे सेकेंड चैप्टर में विदाउट ऑप्शन 5, with option 5. That means again only 5 marks will be asked without any option. It can be 3 mark question or 2 marks objective, that way. We will discuss that later. Right now just note down these marks without general options and with general options. Chapter number 4, 3 is cut. So chapter number 4 with option 6, लेकिन वहाँ पे with general option 8. That means an option is available over here. Extra question from chapter number 4 is going to be asked. So if we prepare chapter number 4 thoroughly, then we will score good over here because it has an additional option. Suppose we are not that much acquainted with one of the question, we do have an option over there for with us. So chapter number 4 without option 6, with general options 8. Same way chapter number 5 is 5 marks without option but 9 marks. So we have more options over there, right? We have a more number of questions over there so that we can answer proper. If we are not aware, we forgot some points in one of the question, then we can attempt another one because option is available. Yes, but it is not so over here. Here 2 questions are asked and both are compulsory, right? You do not have any option, but here you have an option, right? Usually from chapter number 5. That is that advancement in science and technology wala, right? Heritage of science and technology of India, right? So 4 mark compulsory question is asked. Now here you can see without general option marks given 9. That means there will be 2 options from chapter number 5. That means if you that section D, right? So if you have thoroughly prepared this chapter, then you can attempt 2 questions of 4 marks each and easily score 8 marks from section D. That is the meaning. Same way chapter number 6 is without option 6, but there you have a 3 mark question over there. Yes, so 9 marks are given over there. This will be, that means history has a total of 28 marks. Now we come to geography. Again same thing, some of the places, some of the chapters options are available, whereas in some of the chapters options are not available. Geography chapter number 8 without general, that means compulsory 5 you have to, you do not have any option over there. That means 5 marks का पक्का हमने chapter number 8 में से करना है. 9 is there, 6, but you have an option over there. That means we can prepare this chapter very well. We will have 2 questions, additional question over there which we can score. Same way chapter number 10. Chapter number 10 agriculture is quite lengthy and there is option, quite a lot of option, but most of these options they go away in the objectives, right? So you have you can believe that you will get an additional question, otherwise you will have to prepare chapter number 10 thoroughly in order to get 7 marks. Yes, 4 marks compulsory question is there and 3 marks to objectives, and you will get more options over there perhaps. Chapter number 11, yes, we have 5 and 5. That means you have to prepare 5 marks from chapter number 11. 13, 5 marks. There you have an option. That means an additional question will be there. So 7 marks. Again a total of 28 marks for social. A total of 28 marks for social. We go on to the remaining chapters. Now economics chapter number 17 and 18, 6 marks, 9 marks. That means in chapter number 17 you have additional options so that you can attempt very well. And chapter number 18, 7, 11. Chapter number 18 has a 4 mark compulsory question. So you have quite a lot of options over there, right? So that you can prepare that chapter very well and score more in chapter number 18. Now we come to civics part, chapter number 19 and 20. Chapter number 19 also has good amount of options over there. Compulsory 5, you have an option over there so that prepare this one properly. But chapter number 20, 6 marks compulsory, yes, and you have to attempt it. There is no option available in chapter number 20. I hope students you have written it. Chapter 19, 20 will be having a total of 13 marks. So you see the importance over here. 17 and 18, 13 marks. 13 plus 13, 26 marks. Yes, so that way this is the weightage of section wise. Now section wise is very easy. We have 4 sections, section A, B, C and D, right? A will be objective, 1 each, that, so 24 marks. Section B is short answers, that 2 marks question. There will be 9 questions compulsory, but 12 questions will be given, 3 questions will be given as options. So you have 2 into 9 is 18. So section A is 24 marks, section B is 18 marks, section C is that medium answers 3 marks question is compulsory. 6 questions have to be attempted, 3 6 are 18 plus additional questions will be provided over here so that you can have a broader choice. Section D is long essay type where 4 marks, 4 questions will be asked, that is a total of 16, and 1 mark into 4, that is map marking. Yes, map question, that is 1 map question. So 16 plus 4, 20. So the whole setup of the paper style section A, B, C, D, 24, 18, 18, 20. So that makes a total of 80 marks. Now, start writing in your rough books wherever you are noting down. Yes, what are the different types of questions that are going to be asked in section A, B, C and D. Now, question A, you have objectives. Complete objectives will be there, but objectives will be asked in different ways and methods. For example, match the following, but these are fixed. That means match the following, there will be 1 question and it will carry 5 marks. That means wherever objectives are given different, it might be history, civics, geography, economics, wherever objectives are asked from anywhere, they can ask 5 marks. Match the following, right? So these are fixed, right? Match the following will be 5 marks. Same way, true or false, there will be 5 questions compulsory that will carry 5 marks. But true or false will be 5 questions. Same way, fill in the blanks, there will be 5 questions having 5 marks, 1 word or 1 liner. Yes, or identify me, something will be given over there. 4 questions will be asked, that is 4 marks. MCQ, where you have 4 multiple choice options given over there, out of which we have to select one, that we already know. M will be 5. So we have breakup of 24 marks. Students, please note down very quickly. Section A will have match the following 5 marks, true or false 5 marks, fill in the blanks 5 marks, 1 word 1 liner 4 marks, and MCQ 5 marks. So if we prepare this section properly, we can score marks over here. Then section B, the different type of questions that we will have. Now B will have 2 marks, 9 questions. 12 will be given, out of which we have to attempt 9. So 2 9s are 18 marks. But which type of questions will be asked? Explain the statement given below, or give reason. That can be one of the type. Describe a person. For example, we have Bhas, we have Acharya, Maharshi in the chapter number 5. Right, we have lots of personalities over there where we have to describe the person and the achievement of that person, or what notable things he has contributed for the progress of India, and we consider that heritage of India, right? So that way, describe a historical place or geographical place. For example, chapter number 6, it has vivid description of lots of historical places, monuments, etc. in India. So describe a historical place, can be a short question asked. A geographical place, yes, we have lots of places all over India which can be asked. Now define the following. 1 or 2 definitions may be asked, or some short notes may be asked. Identify me, some situation will be given and you got to identify me. 3 4 options will be given over there. Maybe situation based question, some situation is given and then you got to answer according. So we have quite a lot of variety in section B. 2 marks, 9 questions, total of 12 will be given, out of which 9 you have to attempt. That's 2 9s are 18 marks. Now we come to section C, that is 3 mark question. You can have short note, you can have differentiate between this and this, you can have HOTS, HOTS, that is higher order thinking skills, where you have to use your head and answer according to the given situation. Describe historical or geographical place. Yes, for example, Taj Mahal is a historical place. Yes, so that way you have to describe, but it will be lengthy, it will have more points covered over there. Source based, yes, some source will be given. That means suppose a table is given, right? That is the source and you have to answer 2 3 questions below it. So 3 questions asked, that means 3 mark का एक question हो गया, right? So that way, source based. And identify pictures. 3 pictures will be given, each carrying 1 mark. Yes, for example, hazardias, that is Axay, and you have that weights, etc. Yes, ISI mark and all that. So some pictures will be given, you got to identify that picture. Yes, describe in detail, that we know, 9-10 points you have to list down. Remedies, sometimes some question, yes, what is remedy to pollution and all that. So remedies, effects, what is the effect of this, what is the effect of that. Yes, all that can be asked in 3 marks. Now, section D, you know, long essay type answers you have to write, right? So, 4 marks complete answer where you need to have at least minimum 15 points. Yes, can go up to 16 or 17, but not more than that, right? So, long essay types, there will be 4 questions, each question will be 4 marks, that is 4 4s are 16. There will be 1 map question. Now please students remember over here that in map marking you will have a political map, that means state boundaries will be outlined over there. Yes, that is very beneficial to us. 4 questions will you ask, that means you have to mark 4 places in the map as per the questions that are given. Now you already material with you. This is just for the broader understanding that this can be asked in this way, right? So in front of the chapter you can start writing. Chapter number 1, objectives. 2 objectives will be asked, 2 mark, 2 questions will be asked. We have a total there 6. Be quick in writing. Chapter number 2, you have 2 objectives and a 3 mark question. Chapter number 4 can have lots of MCQs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 MCQs, plus it can have 2 marks, 2 questions, because we have a broader weightage over there, 6 marks. So 4 marks over here and 2, or it can be shifted in this way. It can be having 4 questions over there, objectives, and 1 over here, right? So 6 marks. So anyhow they can manage. Chapter number 5, it will have 1 objective, but it will have compulsorily 4 mark 1 question, plus an additional option will also be given over there. So that makes a compulsory 5 mark, right? But if you attempt that option of that same chapter also, then you can score 9 marks over there, right? So please students, please mention that 4 marks compulsory question is going to be asked from chapter number 5. Chapter number 6, again weightage can shift, but you will have a 3 mark question. 1, it can have 3 marks objective, or opposite, it can have 3 or 4 options over here, yes, of MCQ, and it can have one of the question over here. So weightage can shift somewhat, but 6 marks are fixed. That means 3 mark 1 question and 3 objectives. We will go in that way. Now chapter number 8. Chapter number 8, this is geography. Yes, 5 marks weightage is there. Out of that, 2 mark 1 question and 2 or 3 MCQs, but 1 map marking is fixed. Yes, so you have 2 objectives, 2 marks, map 1 3 and 2 marks 1. So 5, that is fixed. Chapter number 9, there will be additional option available over here, क्योंकि 6 है, तो 4, 3 marks 1, 7, if you and map mark 1, 8. So if you prepare chapter number 9 properly, you can score 8 marks from that. Yes, these 2 are fixed, this and this, then it can have 10. Chapter number 10, objectives, 2 marks will be asked, 4 mark compulsory comes from chapter number 10. So if you prepare it very well, you can score 11 marks from it. Otherwise, 1 4 mark question and 2 objectives you do, plus 1 map, you will get 7 marks. Chapter number 11, there will be no objectives, yes, and no map. There will be compulsory 1 2 mark question and 1 3 mark question. Chapter number 13, you have lots of options over there. 1 mark, map will be there, 2 marks 2 questions. So 4 plus 1 5, that is fixed. Yes, additionally it can shift. Yes, 2 marks this, plus 1 mark map 3, then 2 marks question, right? So weightage cannot be shifted, but questions can be shifted from here to there. Chapter 17, overall weightage is 6 marks. Out of that 4 mark question nahi hai. That means 3 mark question compulsory will be. So all the long answers that are having 3 marks, those are we prepared. Plus 2 marks, so 3 plus 2 5, and so this is fixed, this will not change. Chapter number 18, it can shift here and there because weightage is 7, you can get a total of 11 marks because 4 mark ka compulsory question one chapter number 18 mein se aayega. So you prepare that. You can have another option of 3 marks perhaps, then you'll get 7 marks over here. Otherwise no, then 4 marks here, 2 marks question also will be there, so 4 and 1 2 6 and 1 7. So anyhow they will finish that 7 marks weightage over there. You prepare it very well, you can get 11 marks straight out of there. Chapter number 19, this is fixed, 3 marks over here and 1 or 2 marks over here, or weightage may change, you will get a total of 8 marks over there. Chapter number 20, chapter number 20, 4 mark question is fixed, right? So it is better that we prepare properly so that we can score full over here. 4 and 2 MCQ objectives will be asked over here. So this is in short the brief layout of the question paper, plus we have seen the weightage also. So students prepare accordingly. You will get additional information from time to time if